Because when you have temperatures like this, and I know this humidity's wrong, WeatherXM better work on that humidity sensor. But when it's like this, I'll be happy to make YouTube videos inside all day. Welcome back to another video. Yep. This is the only thing that makes Mondays bearable for y'all, I know. It's my Monday poorly produced. I don't even know what this is. This is like green wings or something that I have going on behind me. But it's our passive income project update, and it's hot. That's right, it's hot. I don't know what else to tell you. It's only July 1st and it's hot. So we know y'all don't come here for the great production values or anything else like that. You'll come here for the straight shooting and some basic updates and stuff like that. And it's been a very busy week the last week. A lot of things going on. Improving some Wingbits stations, if y'all saw those videos. And crypto's, last I looked, somewhat making a little bit of a rebound. So let's get into it and see what's going on. All right, we'll get into it with some of these projects. First thing, you know, we always look at is what's the current crypto market kind of look like. I know you don't come to me for TA and stuff like that, but like I always say, I like to go and see what crypto's doing, what the market's doing, if it's going up or down. That kind of gives us a baseline when we look at our projects and see what our prices are doing in our projects, if it's kind of matching what crypto's doing right now as we speak. So Bitcoin was hurting bad last Monday. That was around the 24th, and it came down and it actually hit 59,000. You know, on this chart, it actually hit this one little flag down here, 58,410. It was brief, but it was still there. But as you can see, it made a nice recovery, came up, down, up, and it's at 62,000. And for right now, hit 63.7 earlier today, and it's down about 63,000 right now. So we've had some improvement since last week. Ethereum, same thing. It kind of followed, if you look, it kind of just followed the same chart that Bitcoin did. Solana had a nice little increase. Solana was down here. And again, I hate to rub it in your face because, like I said, I'm not here for TA. But sometimes I think the fact that I'm not into all this TA and looking at all these volume profiles and stuff, sometimes I think that gives me a little bit of an advantage because I'm not trying to overlook it. I'm looking at it for what the layer is, layer 0, layer 1, what's being built on it, what projects are being built on it, constantly projects coming out of it. And not only that, but Solana has between 10 and 20,000 meme coins a day that are being made on it. And to a point, it's handling it. We're going to talk about some issues Solana's having a little bit when we get to Wingbits later, but it's handling it. It had a nice increase from 123 where it was last week when we did this. So, you know, it was about 128 when we did this video last week to 147. I told y'all this is great buying. I think this is great buying. Not financial advice, of course. I'm not a financial expert by no means at all, but paydays, when I get paid, I'm DCAing it. I'm not loading up like I was about to say, but I'm DCAing into this kind of stuff. Vet, I told you I like Vet. I didn't pick up any Vet, but I said if Vet fell underneath 2 cents to about a 1.9, I was gonna load up. I was gonna take a chunk of Vet because I just like Vet, and Vet still, VeChain still has stuff being built on it. You're still hearing announcements from it. So Vet is going up some. And another one that I really liked, I've been telling everybody about, is AVAX. And AVAX had a great recovery also. I mean, $23 hit 30 earlier, so 23.30. But when you zoom out and you see where AVAX was, that it was $41 not too long ago, $64 not too long ago, and it's at 30 now. I mean, that's a 2x just to get back to the all-time high. I mean, not the, or the local high, or whatever you want to call it, it was a month or two ago. So But either way, you can see that since the last video to now, everything's recovering. So let's see what our projects have been doing. All right, we're starting off with Helium. Helium is kind of stayed about the same. I'm making about 6,000 a day still. Here or there, I haven't really added up, to be honest with you. I got the same amount of stations online. It looks to be about the same amount of IoT that I'm hitting every day. So I'm just assuming that it's about the same. And actually, when you look at the price has kind of stayed the same also. It hasn't really moved that much in 7 days. 7 days down 1%. You know, you wish you would see a little bit higher, because you got to remember, when this was down, or the price this was at, and you remember Bitcoin was at 61,000. The fact that this isn't up a little bit does kind of worry. But hey, I'd rather it's 1% down than being anything more than that. You know, for the month, you still had 20% down. Now, y'all know I like going over this because I like to put the project together. What is going up, and I kept trying to tell y'all, I did not know why Helium Mobile was hurting so bad. Look at this. In 7 days, 7 days, it is up 74%. Why? Well, I see what this person right here is talking about. I don't know how accurate this is or what, but this guy says AT&T is in the works and T-Mobile partnerships. What's not to love and be bullish about this coin? Hey, I kept saying that. I kept saying that this is a working project right now with some good fundamentals. It has the phone. It's a working product. A lot of subscribers. Why was this kept going down? Why couldn't this hold value? I kept saying it over. And you look at it right now, up 74%. For the month, it's up 3%, which is still good, because when you look at how far down this got, the fact that it's recovered this much is a good thing. You know, I'll look myself like I'm kicking myself in the butt, but hold on to that thought right now. So we're going to look at H&T. H&T as a whole for the week is up 11%. I think this is part of mobile carrying it. So, you know, we'll see what happens. For the month, it's still down 16%. But hey, if it's up, because the last couple of times we've checked this token, it has been down. Now, for the longest time, if you have been in these videos, I kept telling y'all how I was taking my IoT every day in the evenings. When I tell y'all a joke all the time, when I'm playing Call of Duty, I just think about it. I know IoT's hit my wallet. I just download all my 6,000, 7,000 IoT, whatever it is in between there somewhere, and I just automatically convert it to Solana. I was also converting that to Solana when Solana was down 120, 130, but hey, the IoT was worth less too, so it's all even wash. But either way, I've been converting to Solana. Now, I kind of wish I was converting some of that to mobile. In the past, I have converted some of my IoT to mobile. That's how I have mobile today. I don't own any mobile devices from Helium. I just didn't want to take a chance of getting stuck in that, in what happened kind of with the IoT miners in the past. So, but I wanted to be in that game for mobile tokens. So you'll know, I've told you before, I had hundreds and hundreds of thousands of IoT. So I took and I converted a decent chunk of it to mobile, just to have, you know, a little bit of skin in that game. And then for a while, I was converting IoT to mobile. Then one day I would do IoT to H&T. Then one day I was doing IoT to Solana. And eventually that just went to Solana. But maybe the next couple of days, I'll convert a couple to mobile and see what happens. You know, put a little more skin in that game. If this trend continues, I know for a fact AT&T and other providers are doing whatever they can to try to offload data and services off of their main cellular sites. I've had people from AT&T tell me that themselves. So whether it's XNet, whether it's Helium Mobile, whether it's both of them, you know, I'm curious to know how accurate that comment is. But none of this is financial advice. Just remember that. We don't know that for sure. You know, I know there was some talk. I've seen articles where AT&T was testing some of that on the Helium network. And I don't know if there's some kind of news of what came out of that, or that's what this person's talking about. But who knows? Anything positive for Helium Mobile brings the whole chain up, and I'm happy to see that that is moving up somewhere. WeatherXM, hey, it's getting its work in because it's hot. That's all I can tell you. This is another project that had a great all of a sudden surge in pricing. But WeatherXM had a 45% increase in what the token was worth. And look, it's still going up because it was at 88 cents when I updated this about 2 hours ago. And it's got something going on just right now that you're seeing another little bump up right here, but you can't see because my fat head's in the way. How about that? So what's going on with Helium? I mean, with WeatherXM, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. I don't know if there's a new partnership announced. But look, I mean, I'm happy for WeatherXM. Tell y'all, if y'all, if y'all new to this channel, my channel is not about doing all the Lambos and private jets and stuff like that. We're here to make some income to make life better for us and our families, make life more comfortable, be able to go out to eat and do stuff with our families and go on trips, not having to worry about what's in the checkbook or not. Not nothing crazy. But WeatherXM is one that I got into because I'm a weather nerd. Look, we got a hurricane possibly coming to the United States next weekend. I get a little excited for that kind of stuff because that's me. I don't want to come directly to hit anybody or any of my friends and family or anything like that. It's got to go somewhere. But I get a little excited because I'm just that weather kind of nerd. And WeatherXM bridges crypto for the crypto geek in me to weather. And I like it. I got into it knowing that this was not going to pay a lot of money. And, I'm not expecting it to pay our bills or anything like that. But hey, the fact that this has been on, mainnet for maybe a month now, made $100. I can live with that. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but I think I paid $300 if I'm not mistaken, 200 something. Somebody can clarify that for me. But if I ROI on this thing in 3 months and then everything else is that land yet, hey, I'm happy. We're not going to ROI on something and I know I'm in the black. I'm happy with it. Price continues to go up. I don't know what is driving the price up. Looking around, I know they got some pools that have started on Orca and different things like that. Orca Dex trading, liquidity pools. WXM is now supported by Jupiter, Swissborg. So they got some things going on. CoinGecko. So they're moving, and I'm happy to see WeatherXM doing. A lot of people waited a long time for this. I wasn't in it that long. Maybe beginning of this year, I think it was. But some people have been waiting 2 years for this, and I'm happy that they got to see that. I'm not saying go buy WeatherXM because you can make a great amount of passive income or anything like that. But hey, if this price holds up and keeps going up, I made $100 in 4 weeks. $100, that's better than I'm doing with 17 Helium miners. So there's that. So for DIMO, DIMO's still there. It's plugging along. If anybody's interested in DIMO, please use my referral code that is in the description below. It helps you out. You get some bonus when you sign up. I get a little bit of bonus for referring you. Don't expect a lot, but I have now been in DIMO for 6-7 months, and it's basically the same old. I have not ROI'd yet on my $89 devices. So, I'm making 39 cents a day. Really, the numbers haven't changed that much, which I guess is kind of a good thing. You can say for seven days, this is kind of hung on, It was at 15 cents when we did our update last week. It's at 15 cents now. Can't ask for that much more. I mean, you wish it would go up a little bit. Again, with the crypto market itself going up, you wish you kind of saw that going up also. But hey, I'd rather this than what we've been seeing, which has been kind of a downward, this downward shift. So, watching some other people's videos, because, I try to watch several other people's videos, not just one person, with some of these other projects, because I definitely don't know it all. I can read the Discord, but some of that stuff is slanted. But there are some people, again, this is other people, not me. I'm just trying to give the news out to y'all, that are getting a little bit worried with this project. The CEO of DIMO has stepped down. With other people who analyze this type of stuff, say that's not normally a good sign. Now, he could have got a better job offer to start a whole new project up. I don't know. But you don't really see too much of a price dip with that news. But I didn't know about this until I saw this on this video. You don't see really announcements of the Discord. It was kind of a silent thing. So that does worry me just a tad. You know, I have a buddy who got 2 of his DIMO devices finally in. I told him sell them on eBay. You know, just because I don't want to hear from him. I told him to hold off, and he still went and bought them anyway. He finally got them in. Took him a couple of weeks to get them in. And when I told him that I've had these since January, and I have not ROI'd on my $89 devices since January, he huffed and puffed a little bit, and I got to use my favorite words. I told you so. When it's going on 6 or 7 months and you can't ROI, and your revenue has stayed about the same, if not going down every week because the price value is going down, that's something to worry about. Another thing I can't understand is, and I brought this up a couple of weeks ago, and I've been watching this very closely, so I know I didn't screw my numbers up. Last week we had 94.3 thousand. Again, you can't see it because my head's in the way. 94.3 thousand cars with a 2,000 increase. So if I have 2,000 more this week, even though I failed college math, a 2.7 increase, that should be to 97,000 cars connected. But yet we're still at 94.5. So my question I'm trying to wonder is, if you've had this is all on the app also. This on the app says, this is how many vehicles we had increased, and this is how many cars we've had increased, how many accounts we had increased. You had 2.7 thousand new in a week, but only 200 or 300 new cars connected. Is that many people disconnecting this and saying, screw it? Are they going offline? You know, I'm kind of, people just not worried about keeping up with it. So, you know, this goes back to one of the things we discuss all the time is you're taking a chance with some of these new projects. And, you know, even to a point, these 2 down here that I brought back after popular demand, is a balance between you're getting into early projects, because the people who are making this, who are into this, and even this one, I saw a video recently on HIVEMAPPER talking about the same thing. These people are making like $1,000 a week at one point, and they're struggling right now. I can't decide, but I don't want to start discussing HIVEMAPPER. But my point I'm trying to make is, you take the chance. I had a guy who I've been talking to since the previous project, who's, if y'all think I'm negative, this dude's got me beat. And I'm like, I hope I'm not this negative. But he wants to get in all these new projects. And when it looks like they're starting to struggle, he is the loudmouth, you know what about it. And I try to tell him, that's the balance or the chance you take by getting into these, because it's where the money is made. Let's be honest, even though it's not projects, not about Lambos, but that's where the big money is made, is getting into projects early. DIMO, Honey, GEODNET starting to look like that also, is a perfect example of that. DIMO is a good project. Well, people are supposed to be buying the data from them. It's an established project. But as it goes more down the road, kind of like what happened to Helium, is the rewards get less and less. You start losing people interested in mining. And then what happens with the project? That's what you have to worry about. So, you know, you take chances on projects, and DIMO is the same thing. Like I told my buddy, I would sell my 2 DIMO devices I bought for $90-something a piece, and plus shipping, whatever like that. Sell them wherever you can, and take the money and just buy something with it. Buy some crypto, Solana, AVAX, I don't know. Moving on to Chirp. Chirp has a huge airdrop campaign that just started. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure you can do this airdrop without having to own a miner. I don't see where it says you have to own any kind of device for this. Basically, by downloading the mapper that they have and following some contests that they have, there's some airdrop. You get NFT, and you got some airdrops and stuff that are look like you'll be able to get eligible for. So I told y'all I am very excited for Chirp. I can't tell you enough how, you know, I like this project. The more and more I read about it, you know, for the new people who might just be following me, yes, last year when it first came out, them asking for $800, $900 for a miner, they didn't even establish themselves yet. I thought was a bit much, but they seem to be coming along pretty well. You know, yeah, people saying, is this like Helium? This is, I guess the backbone's kind of like Helium. It is an IoT service network, but they are open to way more IoT devices. And one day I got to sit down and do a video about Chirp more, but they just have a lot more things going on for it. One thing that the one announcement was that Chirp token smart contract has passed an audit by Zelic and received the top security rating, which I think is a pretty good thing. Safeguarding users with the highest security standards is their top priority. You can read their full publication, full report there. They have released new firmware for the Blackbird miners, so that's, you know, a big thing. Any Wi-Fi connection losses? I don't have that because I'm PoE'd, but well, you know, they have hotspot. And then this is the tracker app campaign that is live now, and you have the chance of 100,000 Chirp or the egg NFT. You can read more about it here. Go to Trophy, and that's basically what I did. And I downloaded the tracker app, and I just leave it running, along with, you know, the other stuff I got running on my phone for crypto. But every day I gain some points, which can go towards that airdrop. This announcement came today. I don't really know too much about it, but there's a lot of people talking about it. So I'm assuming this is very big. Again, this is where I feel bad having the crypto channel, and I don't know every little detail about crypto, but even though Chirp is on Sui, they have teamed up with Chainlink for Chainlink Build. So it gives access to the top tier technical and marketing resources, including early product releases. With Chainlink industry leading Oracle infrastructure will bring off chain depend data on chain, boosting the growth of their decentralized IoT ecosystem and accelerating depend adoption. That's part of what Chirp is supposed to be about, is this decentralized IoT ecosystem. But people want to compare this to Helium, and what I'm getting at is Helium was very strict on what little IoT devices that they would partner up with or use. Where, from what I understand, Chirp is basically wide open to all kinds of devices, and that's supposed to be what's changing the game with them. It's not only 915 megahertz, but also 2.4 gigahertz, which gives you better bandwidth and better range also. So, you know, of course, we don't know about all these things. None of this is financial advice. Buying one of these devices, that is a big chunk. But I'm going to tell you right now, the first one I won through Tech Hustler. If y'all know his YouTube page, give him a follow. Also his Twitter page. But I'm telling y'all, when the next set of, you have to buy an NFT from them. They sell just enough NFTs for how many devices they have to be able to, you buy the NFT and then you exchange the NFT for device. I'm telling you right now, if I can get a hold of another NFT or an NFT to buy one of these myself, I will buy my own to put somewhere. I'm not even going to say where I'm going to put it at, because it seems like wherever I talk about putting a device at, it gets sniped. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. I talked about putting one up for my buddy, and I was helping him out putting up with one in Tennessee, and guess what showed up in Tennessee in the last 2-3 weeks in a certain location. I talked about Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi got a freaking Wingbits device set up. So I'm not going to talk about where I put this Chirp device at. GEODNET, I talked about putting the GEODNET up in Baton Rouge. They got 2 GEODNETs in Baton Rouge. Not that I think that may be following me. I don't want to be swollen headed or like that, but I'm just saying I'm gonna have to start keeping some of that stuff secret because coincidences, you know. But I have an idea where I would want to put a Chirp device. I'm not on board with it, that I would take some of my crypto that I even though it ain't worth as much, but some of my IoT, some of my HNT, maybe some mobile if the price keeps going up. I told you I bought a good amount of Solana at $8, $9, $10, $12. Look at the price of that now. I would probably take a little bit of profits, sip a little bit of profits from those different cryptos to get up to the $800, $900 I would need. Maybe just bumps a little bit of my own money in there. And I would buy a Chirp miner just because that's how high I am on this project. Soarchain still plugging along. Really don't have any updates on that. I'm up to 87, 83 TSOR tokens, and every single one of them is staked through Dash Tech Validator. I connect this every time I'm in my vehicle. I make sure it's connected, and sometimes it stays connected to my phone even when I'm parked. But TSOR made an announcement. I don't know why. I don't know why you make an announcement like this when you are 3 months away, 2 months away, but because I just think there's a lot that can change. But they announced, I guess this is just so people can quit asking when's TGE and when's mainnet, when. But it's coming September 24th. Now, you know, people are going to ask beginning of September, end of September. I don't know. But I still think, I feel good about this project. They got a lot of partners behind them. Now, you know, I do have a code in my description that gets you $10 off. So that brings that device down. I think it might be $69, $70, something like that with the $10 off. Don't quote me on that. 70. I haven't bought one in a while because I've had mine for months now. But connectivity is still a little bit of a hanky type thing where you have to connect it to your phone. I'm just past the point. I feel good about the project, so I'm willing to deal a little more with the headaches dealing with that. They don't really talk too much more about Bluetooth that was supposed to happen, but what I will say is that I guess just because I feel better about the project, that I'm willing to kind of overlook that stuff. They're supposed to have some type of airdrop that's going to come at some point, so that should boost up my tokens also. But I'm staking all mine on Dash Tech Validator. So I'm gonna ask y'all please to support Dash Tech. So, you know, guys, small type group that's doing this, no big businesses or anything like that. And I'm making some very good rewards every day from Dash Tech or the validator. So if y'all are interested in it, again, look for my code and make sure you stake that with Dash Tech Validator to make some extra passive income when that hits. NATIX is supposed to be going to mainnet tomorrow. And it's actually tomorrow at a certain time at 10 a.m. UTC tomorrow on the 2nd of July, which is 5 a.m. my time. Now, one thing that has confused me a little bit is in one place they talk about, you know, wanting you to spend your tokens and do different things with your tokens and stuff like that. And at the same time, they're also giving you hodling scores for the longer you hodl. And if you hodl a certain amount, certain percentage, it builds up to something. And apparently there's a controlled release of, if I'm reading this right, you had to sign up to be able to release your tokens to be able to be sold on these exchanges. And those are supposed to be released tomorrow, but then there's supposed to be another release period that you can sign up for. So I guess that's preventing people who have been in this project like me, who's been in this project for months now, from dumping all 137,000 of my NATIX coins at one time on the market. Hey, I kind of like it. You know, I know some people will get upset about it, but it's in the long run, it's there to protect the price. And I've always complained about that. Not that y'all not sick of hearing me complain about something, but I've always worried that some of these projects that stay in beta for so long, people are just sitting there. I'm gonna use an example because I'm just not high in the project as grass. People like me who just are hoarding millions upon millions and millions of grass tokens. Eventually, when that goes to mainnet, people are just gonna dump the hell out of it. If that's allowed, it's going to dump that price so hard. Nobody's going to want to buy it. Nobody's going to want to deal with it. So I guess this is a way NATIX can control that to see, you know, to kind of control to make sure the price doesn't get hurt too bad. You know, NATIX, for being a free project, is getting a lot of stuff done. And I'm watching, like I said earlier, I watch these videos for people that do, you know, who talk about different projects, stuff like that. And you got some people who just want to blast NATIX because it's a free project. You're not going to make anything on it. And you're using your own phone and your own camera, and it's just going to be bouncing around. That map data is not going to be worth anything. But they're not trying to compete with HIVEMAPPER and stuff to sell these live or these newest video images of mapping. From what I've read, could be wrong, but this is what I've read, is it's more about what is going on right now on those. Kind of like if y'all familiar with Waze, and what Waze tells you if there's a animal that's dead in the road or police are up ahead because they're working a crash. And it's more about live action type of updates. From what I understand, NATIX is trying to get involved in that. But here's another thing that they just partnered up with Solana to do stuff together. You know, if it's that kind of partnership, I like that. I don't like these goofy partnerships like Silencio's got where you get a discount on their store for different things and stuff like that. This is a good partnership, and I think it's a very big partnership. So that's that. NATIX will be on MEXC. NATIX will also be on, I know I saw some other ones, it'll be on KuCoin. I think that's big. Even though in the United States we can't use KuCoin, KuCoin is, like, to me, in my opinion, the #2 exchange that's out there after Binance. I think this is huge for this coin. So, you know, we'll see. They had this show also earlier today. I missed it. I did not even know it was going on. I wish I would have caught it because I am big in this project. So I feel good about it. Again, not financial advice. So I know I saw somewhere where there was actually a list of the different exchanges they thought they would be going to. It was more than just those two. This is what I wanted to show y'all also earlier is after TGE is a HODL club or something like that. Diamond Hands will be rewarded with a 60% increase. I question that, but I guess they're that worried about people dumping their coins after. Ruby Hands will be awarded with a 30% increase in your HODL score. So depending on how much you let go is going to be what those, you know, awards are. So this article discusses what the different, you know, awards are with Diamond Hands, you know, guaranteed high reward drop at the HODL airdrop, entries into marketplace raffle. Nitro increases earnings by 4.5% instead of 4% or 4 times. Plus 2 days of Nitro, HODL booster. So it has different, you know, different things. Look, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm reading here, catching up on some of the stuff, and it's just too much for me to go over all right now without making this video. Already, it's going to be way too long. I'll probably do a video strictly trying to catch up on all this NATIX stuff, you know, a little bit later in the week, especially after tomorrow. We'll see how this TGE mainnet goes. If you want to get into NATIX, I will have 5 codes underneath in this description. The way NATIX is playing this game right now is they only allow 1 code to be used at a time. So if the code you're trying to use isn't good, try the next one, please. It benefits you. You get a bonus for it. I get a bonus for it. I appreciate it, and it'll help you out. So try those 5 bonuses or those 5 codes. And if for some reason they don't work, if you happen to be watching this video later, then contact me and I'll see if I can get some more codes from the app since I haven't really used any. But for a free project, I have this running on an extra phone. I have a spare phone that was my kid's old phone, and I just tether that to a device in my truck. So, and that phone is up on the windshield with a holder, with a mount, if you've seen any of my Saturday driving videos, and it works. Again, didn't cost me anything to get in. Didn't cost me anything. So we'll see how that goes. Moving on to Silencio, I'll keep this quick. There's no new news on Silencio. You check the announcements, they're talking about this football contest that I made fun of the other day. I will still say I know they're making progress. I see them making progress with other projects and stuff like that. So I'm still hitting this. I think it's a fun project. I don't know, how good it's going to be in the long run. I know the team is active because I see them. So I'm still running. When I'm sitting down at my office, I'm running it. When I went to lunch today at the restaurant, I'm running it. If I went run errands with my wife on Sunday, God help me. Every little place we went into, I'm running. I even go on the app, on the map, especially if it's a place that has never been mapped, which around here, 90% of the places I go to are not mapped. I'm hitting it because that's all new hexes that I'm getting while walking around, and then I can get the next bonus for X amount of hexes that I need or something like that. I'm planning on trying to do some more walking and jogging in the evenings and stuff. I'm going to Disney World next month, and I'm gonna die walking around that place. So I'm planning on doing some more walking and jogging around the neighborhood in addition to the gym. The gym just ain't working, and I'm planning on running Silencio through all that to grab all those new hexes. If you want to join Silencio, because that's where it's at also, is by getting people to sign up. If y'all can help me out, it'll help you out also with some bonuses also. I have Silencio links to join in the description below. They're saying that they're going to mainnet on Q3. So I know that they personally told me that in the Discord when I called them out about 3 weeks ago. And just today, an hour ago, somebody asked again, and they're still saying Q3, they're going to mainnet. So get in on Silencio. Again, it's a free app. You might not make a whole lot of money, but it's, again, you're just sitting there when you're watching TV, playing Xbox, walking around the neighborhood, eating at restaurants. You press Silencio and you just let it run. Wingbits. I don't know what else to tell y'all that I haven't told y'all before. Majority of my life right now has been in Wingbits Discord helping people out. Between PMs, in the general, in the hardware section, in the setup section, people PMing me. And there's 2 or 3 other guys that, we don't work for them, but we've just been helping people out setting this up. And, they're getting some good results. Some people want to try to take shortcuts, and we try to tell them you can't use the thin feed line if you're running, 30 or 40 feet of this stuff, and they try to use it anyway, and they have some poor results. People who trying to run double amplifiers because, I don't know, maybe it's an old Helium thing, but the SDR that you're using already has a filter and amplifier in it. If you're not on some crazy setup with a tower with RF and stuff, you don't need all that extra stuff. You can blow something up, but I don't know. But Wingbits, they started for a couple of days, maybe 2 days, I think, out of the week. They started pushing tokens to Solana DevNet wallets. I did a video on it. I could see it. And then Solana DevNet goes down. This has nothing to do with Wingbits. But of course, you got people in there. They're not really complaining a lot, but I'm still not getting rewards. I'm still not getting rewards. Well, Solana DevNet shut down. It's on Twitter. It's from the Solana people themselves. This has nothing to do with Wingbits. You can't blame Wingbits for it. Wingbits did have an issue with a script that was trying to do an auto update, which was causing some of the devices to show offline, even though they technically weren't offline. And that has been resolved also. If you're having issues with that, get into the Discord and those guys can help you out. If it continues, you can make a ticket and they can help you run another script that'll solve it. I had that issue about maybe Friday where some of my stations got hit with this, and I ran that updated script, and since then, all my devices have been all online. Mine, my family's, my friends. That's about 20 or 30 devices total. And one day I got to sit there and count how many I'm helping manage. TheGrumpyDad is the best thing in the world. You'll have to be running TheGrumpyDad on these Wingbits devices. But anyway, Wingbits is still chugging along, and they got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm very high on this project also. Not financial advice, but I'm very high on it. Going into GEODNET. GEODNET is, they announced a MEXC listing that's supposed to be coming up. I'm assuming, I guess that means that they really weren't on the CEX before. I watched another video, a couple of videos on GEODNET, and people are starting to get a little concerned because those rewards have started going down. They're not making what they were. And then now today, starting today, those rewards are being halved. I can tell you they're not making nothing like they were in the beginning. So it does concern me as how long is it going to take you? For those people who are very concerned about ROI time, I don't know how long it's going to take you to ROI on one of these devices now. Now, I had somebody who, you know, I joke he's a friend. We joke on the Wingbits Discord, but he kind of jumped on me a little bit about I make too much of a big deal about ROI. Hey, look, that's just coming from other people, because I know when we get into some of these new projects, that was like the number one question people are always asking: when ROI? How long is it going to take me to ROI? That kind of stuff like that. Because people just eventually at some point want to see, hey, ROI to this, now everything is lanyap, as we say down here in Louisiana. So I don't know what GeoDNet's can do. Well, I will say it's good about GeoDNet is over the past 7 days, this token has held strong. We saw some of these other tokens going down a little bit, and you know, this did take a dip over the last week or two, but overall it's been down, but even only down 1 cent. You know, it's at 18.7, now it's at 17 for the month. I think it's holding strong. Why is that? Well, I think part of it is right here. They are burning some tokens. They are bragging about how much they're burning, which is always a good thing for your total supply. One thing I do, I got to sit here and I got to take the time to watch this video. I've been wanting to watch this video. It discusses a lot of good things. And I think if you're into this project or you think about getting in this project, you need to sit and watch this video. I think it's going to explain a lot of things that some of us are concerned with. So Geo got CEX listing is official. So it's on Gate.io and MEXC, which I think is a big step. And that might be why some of this price has been stabilized and kind of staying up. They have burned another 100,000 Geo tokens. I was talking about before. So they have now burned 5.9 million GeoDNet tokens. Going off my trusty calculator, that's $102,000 American dollars worth of GeoDNet that's completely locked now. We talk about some of these projects. Other people in other videos talk about it too. They just me on certain projects who don't have a buying mechanism or burn mechanism, and you see this constant downward price action of their token, and it doesn't get propped back up because of no buying volume or burning volume. Wingbits does have that, which that's one question I did ask them directly in the AMA, and they said they do, which is a good thing. Some of these projects we talk about don't have that. GeoDNet does have this burn, and that's a lot of tokens to be burning. So now that they're on the exchange, you're going to see some more volume go on. Plus you have this burning going on. I think that's all good things. Right now, my biggest thing with GeoDNet is I ordered it. This makes 9 weeks now. When I ordered it, it said 6 to 8 weeks. I contacted them. They told me that I'm supposed to be top on the list with my order number. Of course, that's my luck. But I'm on top of the list of the next order that's supposed to be going out. They should have been receiving a shipment last week or this week. I should be getting my GeoDNet device. My hope was that I at least be able to get this thing online for 2 or 3 weeks before the rewards halved. That ain't going to happen now. And I'll be dead honest with you, I don't even know where I'm installing this thing. I was so, if y'all watch my videos from 6-8 weeks ago, I was so excited on this project. I told myself that whenever this thing comes in, I was taking a day off because I got so much vacation time, I have to burn it. I was taking a day off to get this thing installed. I'm not at that point no more. They took their time getting it to me. Having rewards have already occurred. I'm going to get in the project because I told you I was getting in the project. I don't want to cancel it. It was donated to me by one of my followers. I helped him out supposedly with my beginning of the year. I was doing all those goofy meme coins. Supposedly he made some pretty good money from it. This was his way of paying me back. We're going to work on a little share type thing after. And that's why I'm not really canceling it, but I don't have much faith in it. Again, the project itself is going to be good. There's enough, you know, these bursts and everything, all this other stuff that's happening, that apparently there are people who are interested in this project, customers. I think it's going to be very good. Mining aspect, rewards will still be good. It's what do you feel are good or bad rewards? You know, I just want to get the thing in and let me cross that bridge first before I decide where am I going to put it at. HIVEMAPPER honey, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I change my mind 3 times a day if I'm canceling this or not. I've even emailed them Asked them, you know, about the refund. They told me no problem. I just got to email them back saying I definitely want the refund and I can't pull a trigger. I reached out to people in the Facebook group. We have 2 different Facebook groups right now. We have the Wingbits one, and we also have the DPIN Facebook group. I've asked some people, what do y'all feel about HIVEMAPPER honey right now? And I get mixed results. Some people still say they're doing very well with it. Some people say it ain't worth it at all. Cancel. Hey, I still get the tokens down. In fact, the token is kind of, you know, kind of holding on right now. 7 days, it's up 1%. So it's basically, it's held still at 5.5 cents right now. And then it's at, for the month, still down 25%. So no new bursts have come online since June 12th. I was hoping there'd be another burst somewhere in Louisiana that would come online, and I could go drive it or something like that when I get my B. But you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. My B still. I mean, what I was saying was I have a lot of area where I live at and work at. The main interstate that goes through here, the U.S. highway that goes through here, has been mapped. Every other road has not been mapped. But I can't even get a clear answer on, even if the road is unmapped, how many miles do you have to drive to make it worth your while? And I can't get an answer for that. And what happens when all these bees get released into the wild, if that's the way you want to put it, is looking at other people's videos. I'll tell you, I've been watching videos in anticipation for this video over the weekend, people talking about it, and it's very mixed right now. I think it goes this, I hate to repeat myself, but it just sounds like the same thing I talked about these other projects, where the project is good, it's got promise, but when the rewards start tinkering away so bad, are you still gonna have people mining it, working it? I know they will be, because you have some people who think if they're making a penny a day, that's positive. It is. And again, I don't want to get stuck on all this about ROI and that kind of stuff, but I keep saying every week that this 4,000 bonus is what lured me to keep the B going. And at one time, this was going to be $500, which was more than taking care of the cost of the camera. Prices come down so much that now it's only $228. So I still have another $200 I have to make with this project. And if I'm not driving a lot of new roads consistently, am I going to make that back? I could take that for almost $500 and put that towards my computer build, where I don't have to worry about green screening this stuff no more. I don't know. But part of this channel is being involved in these different projects so I can keep reporting on to you. Y'all can see I'm pulling my hair out my head. I don't know what I want to do with it. I'm changing my mind constantly. They can't even give me an update on when this B is going to be delivered. I see that there's some places they're talking about that the one thing about the B is you can use it for night, because by the time I'm done with YouTube stuff and go to the gym, I'm driving home, it's nighttime. I wouldn't be getting rewards for that. Would it be in nighttime? They're saying the B, you can start using it at night. I see people in Discord saying that that's not correct. I don't know what's going on with it. BitHarvest, I just added BitHarvest to another device. If y'all saw my video on Saturday, it's on a device that's on a separate IP. It's not too far away. It's on a building in Baton Rouge. Really, the biggest thing is I wanted to take that Pi with a Helium device out of there. I needed that for something else. So I took a potato. That was part of my video I made for the part 3 Le Potato saga that I did. And just show everybody that it can work on Le Potatoes now. So if y'all have a Le Potato, if y'all have seen my videos before, and I pushed a lot of people to Le Potatoes with the previous project and with Wingbits, BitHarvest will now work on a Le Potato. Check out that video. It shows you how to install it, how to download it. You have all these projects now you can run. Everything except Helium and things 1X, because you need the non-15 hat, Helium hat, whatever you want to call it, to run that. And of course, the Le Potato doesn't have it. Speaking of Le Potatoes, I have started getting now these, if you can see it, my green screen doesn't mess it up. This is the version 2, which is called the Sweet Potato. And I don't understand the gimmick, but it's the same exact price on Amazon. So I will now have links. Instead of getting a Le Potato, it will be the Sweet Potato. It's still 2 gigs of RAM, but this is DDR4 RAM, where the previous Leopitator was the DDR3 RAM. Everything else is basically the same. It does have a little cute little heat sink on it, you know, different type of audio ports or something like that. But I have started downloading and playing with this one, and I find it runs a tad bit better. But I have the regular Leopitator version with the DDR3 RAM running this bit harvest, and I'm running 5 or 6 different projects. I'm running, you know, I know I love CureCoin. I got to do a video on that, but I got to start making a list of these videos. You know, it'll be Wednesday. I'm like, I can't think of any videos to do. And then when I start talking about them, I remember I was supposed to be doing a video on CureCoin. Supposed to have an AMA with the people, but I don't want to do any AMAs till I get my YouTube studio at home finished. Anyway, but I'm running CureCoin. I'm running Grass. I'm running Honey Gain. I'm running Pawns. Might be running something else on it too. And guess what? This thing still ain't 50%. I don't think we give these little things enough credit. But whether it's a Pi or whether it's this, you know, this thing even has an HDMI port. It'll, you know, what I want to do is I have a buddy here at work who makes the little video game consoles. He's never heard of a Leopitator. I might give him this one with the DDR4 RAM to see if he can do a little video game, because I'm old. I used to love the Atari games and the Nintendo games. Tecmo Super Bowl, my buddies and I, growing up, we would have these big parties and all night and have these tournaments and all kinds of stuff like that. I'd love to be able to start playing that again. And I might give him a potato to see if he could do that with it. But again, all my links now will have Leopitators, actually sweet potatoes, I mean, and these sweet potatoes, because the best part is it has Wi-Fi built in. So guess what? You don't need to buy a $10 dongle anymore. So technically, these are cheaper. And it has a USB-C port on it. So now the USB-C power port will now match up with the other power ports that you have for your Pis and stuff like that. You ain't gonna go buy a separate, I don't have the box for it, power supply. So, ladies and gentlemen, $35 with the Wi-Fi, with a little bit better RAM. You can get on the Bit Harvest for $34, $35. And to be fair, on my channel, there are some other third-party people out there. Don't know much about them, but just to be fair, I want to say that. But Bit Harvest, I've been working with these guys. I know that they have been busting their butt lately, trying to get a lot of stuff done, a lot of stuff behind the scenes done. And, you know, if you want to try these multi-mining projects, if you have a Helium miner just sitting there by itself, only running Helium, that's old school. Them days are over with. You put Bit Harvest on a Helium type device, and now you can run Wingbits on this in dual mine. At the very least, Wingbits, Helium, and then you can run all these other projects. CureCoin, run some CureCoin, help other people out. It's a good deed for the day. Back by popular demand. My comments say, oh, look, I might get 200, 300, 400, 500 people that watch my videos, sometimes more than that. And my comment section doesn't get too lit up. I had some people commenting about Fry. I took Fry off. Y'all might regret that after this. But y'all wanted updates on Fry. I'm going to give y'all updates on Fry. People are, in the videos I watched also, they're making 20 cents a day right now. Last couple of days ago, Fry token was at 0.0009, which was a tad away from its all-time low from a year ago of 0.0008 something. And I've talked about this before. One of my biggest things, and I don't know why it bothers me so much, but I think majority of people will, if they want to be honest with themselves. I know people who are in this project are going to hate me for this, unsubscribe, or whatever like that. Y'all know I'm a straight shooter, good or bad. I like a project, and I see good things, I'm going to say good things. If there's flags going off, I'm going to say there's flags going off. One of my biggest flags that I have an issue is this. How can you be in a project for over a year and you have nothing on CoinMarketCap? I see an issue with that. I'm sorry. You can say, people can say what they want, make up whatever excuse they want. I have an issue with this. CoinGecko has it, and you know what? They had a decent price increase. They still got a decent price increase going on today. So, you know, I told you about the other day how it was at 0.0009. And you have all-time lows at 0.008, you know, and it's come up some, and my fat head's in the way while I'm sitting here pointing at it, and I got somebody on Discord blowing my Discord up because I'm trying to help them with a device in Nigeria. But the problem that with this is, you know, at one time they were making a penny with this, and the rewards were good, and it has just come down and down. It had this nice go, you know, up here. They quit doing bonus rewards, and then they took that away, and this is painful. There's no ifs, ands, or buts behind it. But my other flag that I could be again wrong, but my other flag about this project is they got their hands in so many different projects between satellite mining and sound and temperature and so many different things like that. I've always said about this project, if they are successful in all that, they'll be one of the most successful projects out there. But let's be honest with ourselves. That's a lot of different. You have to have a team selling the satellite stuff to companies looking for satellite stuff. You have to have a team dedicated to people looking for sound stuff to sell that data. You got to have a team dedicated to the temperature stuff. And let's be honest, they don't have, there's no way they're going to have all that. You know, they just voted to reduce the rewards again. So from what the videos I've seen, people are making 20 cents a day right now at this price. 20 cents a day. They did just burn 12 million fry, but at 20 cents a day, if you have your BYOD device, you have your own device, it costs you $100 for a license. At 20 cents a day, it's going to take you 500 days. That's a year and a half. Almost a year and a half. So now, prices go up. Let's say the token doubles. It goes to 40 cents a day. If they don't reduce the rewards again, then it only takes 250 days. So it's a little bit less than a year if the rewards go up. Again, the reason I took this off is because I just don't think, in my good conscience, think that this is a good project right now for people to get into. And that's with the BOD device. If you go and spend $200 something or more for what the devices itself cost, so a device online is $250. If rewards double and you're making 40 cents a day, you're still at only 625 days to ROI. Now, before anybody goes and attacks me in the comments, I pretend like I know what I'm talking about. This is all unverified. I'm seeing the people in Discord complaining that verification was supposed to happen last month. It still hasn't happened yet. So yes, when verified comes, they talking about all these rewards you're supposed to start getting. So I'm using this for example. These numbers right here are not right. They're just not right. The guys on YouTube are talking about what they're making. If they're making the 20 cents a day at the price it is right now, they're not making this. They're making less. But what I want to say is, before anybody attacks me, yes, verified is supposed to make that much. So if you are making that on verified, you're going to make 29 cents a day. Somewhere my college math screwed up. It's been a long day. I got Discord going crazy. But according to this, 248 tokens at the current price of 0.00128 is 31 cents a day. A $250 miner divided by 31 cents a day, you're looking at 806 days to ROI, if that's right. But then that means my numbers earlier weren't right. I don't know. My point is, y'all get what I'm getting at. This project needs to become very successful to get these numbers back up to make this worth it. I'll keep updating in case I start seeing any new news. Hey, burning, I said it earlier for that other project, and I'll say for this one to remain even, fair, and positive. If the burning continues, that's a positive thing. I don't like the fact that they keep voting down rewards, voting for less rewards. That makes me feel, again, I'm on outside looking in, but The people who made and stacked up all these rewards and got the bonuses for 0.01 cent and everything, they got to stack all these rewards up. And now they're voting to reduce rewards. So if I'm a new person coming in, what's the carrot, as I always like to say, for me to come in when y'all reducing my rewards? Y'all got all the rewards stacked up. All right, last but not least, this is probably be my longest video, Monday video I've made in a while. I apologize. I've been trying to make them shorter, but it just seems like there's a lot going on with these things. I tried taking grass off. I had multiple people ask me to keep giving them a chance. I'm going to tell y'all, out of all the stuff on this that we went over, there's a reason grass is last. I just don't feel the most comfortable about it. Yes, they told you to add a Solana wallet. I talked about that last week. But for what? You know, they keep talking about it's going to mainnet. How's it going to mainnet when you're not even in testnet or devnet? You haven't practiced giving out tokens. We have no idea what the tokenomics are going to be. I have millions and millions and millions of these tokens, and I'm sure there's people that have way more than me. So they're going to have tokenomics in the hundreds of billions, if not trillions, which means what's the price going to be? They have been stacking up. This is what I was talking about earlier. They have been stacking up testnet tokens, or whatever these tokens are going to be, points or whatever they are, for how long now? What do you think all these people are going to do with it? You've had people who have been in this project for like a year who have been stacking these tokens up. If you try to play this game that says you can only do so much at a certain time, there's going to be a riot. I guess a virtual riot. You don't know who the team is, so you can't go after the team. They ain't doxxed. I have an issue with that. Telling y'all, I am not putting this on my laptop right now, on any computer that's on my home network at this point. Not even on the spare computers I had on before. What I am running this on is BitHarvest, because BitHarvest is its own device. I have those at different places where I'm paying for IPs and stuff like that. So there's no other computers on it. I don't have to worry about any kind of security. So my BitHarvest devices, I got 5 or 6 of them deployed. They're all running grass. And that's it. And whatever happens, happens. I made up my own Solana wallet. That's what I like about Phantom, is you can just keep creating accounts. I have made up its own account, a 3rd or 4th account called Grass, and that's attached. So I ain't got to worry about my wallet getting compromised or anything. I don't trust it. I could be wrong. There are several people talking about this on YouTube, how good this project is. Why? Because it says it has AI involved in it, and it's supposed to give data for, but there's not even any really updates even going on. I don't know. Again, if you want to get in grass, because it's all about the referrals, check out my description below. I have referrals for it. You know, maybe we all get lucky. If you have a spare computer that you can put on the corner that you do not touch at all and you want to try grass, if you're running BitHarvest, there's no reason not to run grass. That I fully believe that. I don't know if any of the other third-party softwares have it, like Crank and all these other ones, but I can tell you, BitHarvest has grass. I'm running it on running grass on it. It's one of those projects where in it, even if you have no faith in it, it's a hope and a prayer. There are some people who I trust on YouTube who still are in support of grass, and that's the only thing I'm holding on to at this point. I've been wrong about projects before. That's why I'm still working and not retired. But, and I could be wrong about this one. But there's a part of me that thinks that they have there's literally a million people involved in this project. I can't see them just disappearing. But it wouldn't be the first time, you know, if they say they can't get no good customers or whatever like that. But there's zero talk about anything. The Discord is crap. I hate to use that word, but it is what it is. And I don't know. If y'all know anything about grass that I might be missing, please feel free to share it. If you have a source, not just hearsay, let me know. Let me know if I should go bump this back up to testnet, the testnet section where it was at one time, if there's some promising news about it. Not hearsay, promising news that y'all can point me to. So it's been a long Monday, and I know this video is really long. I put chapters in it. I apologize for those who have stuck around this long. I thank y'all very much. you know, we're getting busy with these passive income projects, a lot of stuff going on. There's a part of me, I want to add more things because I'm hearing about more projects and stuff, but can we really handle any more? This video will soon be 2 hours. I know y'all not watching. Look, I don't even watch YouTube videos that are longer than 20 or 30 minutes. So I feel bad making videos that are longer than 20, 30 minutes, but it is what it is. I got people asking me about some how-to videos and how to do lightning protection, because something that we don't talk about enough with Wingbit stations and just different things like that. I'm doing some testing right now between limitators and pies and SDRs and filters and stuff, and I got a lot of stuff going on top of what's going on with work, and it's nonstop. I'm trying to get some ham repeaters up for the local hospitals and agencies and stuff. If y'all saw my videos 2 weeks ago, especially now with this hurricane that's supposed to be coming into the Gulf later this month, later this weekend, next week, whatever. So now it's I've been telling them, hey, you got this done yet? You got this done? I can't do anything until you get this done. And now it's like, hey, we get it done right now. We need you to come. Sorry, it don't work like that. I'll do the best I can. So it's been busy. Everything's been busy. It's been busy on my side business aspect because hurricane season, I start selling generator oil like it's going out of style, because our generator oil with the business I'm in with AMSOIL, it's known to hold up a lot better, not shear and everything else, and protect a lot better. And it gets, when people start seeing these hurricanes, I start selling freaking generator oil like it's going out of style, which is good. And you hate to profit off of something bad and horrible like a hurricane, but gotta put food on the table, you know, until this crypto thing takes off. So I ain't gonna ramble on no more. It's been a long video. So thank y'all. I'll be back during the middle of the week with several other videos. 4th of July is this weekend. You know, happy Independence Day to those who in the United States. But I will have some more videos throughout the middle of the week, and I don't know what this weekend will bring, but we'll see. Thank y'all very much for following. I'll see y'all in the next video.